So guys, first of all, thank you so much for jumping on this video today. In traditional times, we would have a candidate come in and sit with ourselves face to face and go through what we call a first round interview. With the world and as it is, we're looking always for ways to innovate our model and to make things better. So today, as I'm sure Rebecca's already explained to you, it's really quite relaxed. It's a great chance to put, a virtual face to a name and to really talk about the company's goals and ambitions. And, guys, if I'm honest, for me, the only goal is if I can find a great match and if you guys like what we do, then we can get you guys straight into a second interview. So I first of all wanted to talk about, the ideal candidate and how they might fit in with our company and what we're really looking for, because we have so many candidates apply from so many different walks of life, ages, backgrounds, experience. But for us, the candidate that fits the role most perfectly is going to be the person that works full-time. The individual that's able to commute comfortably on a day-to-day basis to Manchester. And just like any business, the quicker we can train someone up, the faster we can get them in, the easier it is for us to get started. So I really want to talk about what I'm personally looking for as a business, because we have so many different positions available right now, from customer service and sales to graduate positions. But what I really want to talk about today is the event marketing roles that we're looking to fill, because as a business, like any company, we want to grow. And there are positions always available for the right candidates to fit. But what I'm looking for right now is to find 10 individuals that we can cross-train from where you guys sit right now, but over the next 12 months, develop them right the way through into their own managerial positions. As an organization, I don't believe in outsourcing. So the last 12 managers that we promoted, they've all been internally trained just so when we handed them the keys, we just know things are done to the right standards. So this really leads us in, guys, to the campaigns and clients that I've been working with, and it's pretty broad. So since 2015, I've been working alongside a company called HelloFresh. They are the UK's #1 cook-from-scratch meal delivery kit service. And I've been very fortunate to work with HelloFresh to see them go from what was a small brand to a point now where they're able to deliver to 420 million customers worldwide. And what they do is they take the meat, the chicken, the fish, all the herbs and spices, they box it up, deliver it fresh out to someone's doorstep, and they, inside of 30 minutes, can cook up restaurant quality food from the comfort of their own home. Now with HelloFresh, they like to do what we call experiential marketing, so huge exhibitions, festivals, fairs. So over the last couple of years here in Manchester, we've done things like the Royal Flower Show at Tatton Park, Jamie Oliver's Feastival, the Chester Food Festival, even things like the Manchester and Liverpool Food and Drink. Now other campaigns that we worked with are companies like Amazon, obviously slightly less festivals, a little bit more technology focused. Now I had a relationship from 2017 working with Costco in their superstores. We represented a ton of different brands for their business, and at one point those brands were Amazon and their Echo products. Now we did such a great job with Amazon, they asked us to represent them at their own shows. Things like the NEC, the Grand Designs Live, the Ideal Home Show, where we can really just do voice demonstrations, activations, just explain how Alexa and the Echo products work. This leads me forward to our more recent programs. In March of 2019, we started our first Experience Hub, huge promotional trailers, where customers can come inside, sit down on a sofa, explain to us their bills, and we can see if we can help save them some money. But the average customer can save £200 to £300 from a 5 to 10 minute conversation. Now, we did so well with Money Expert that in March of 2019, they were generating no sales on the events-based platform. Now, fast forward 12 months from that point, we're up to 7 locations UK-wide, generating over 1,000 sales a week. And this leads us to our most established, what is now our newest campaign, Shell. Now, Shell as a company have over 2 centuries of experience, and they are the largest energy company on the planet. Now, up until 2018 though, what Shell were known for was the leader of what we call commercial energy, so huge oil rigs and tankers globally. Now, they've never moved into what is the retail sector, which is what myself and you use, which is our gas and electric at home. But in 2018, Shell decided they wanted to enter the UK market and provide better and more renewable sources for the average customer's household. Rather than just paying for your energy bills, find a way for you to not only pay for what you use, but do it in a way which helps the planet and the environment, reducing carbon emissions. So Shell as a company are 100% renewable, and the good news is Shell Energy is a brand new division. Although they are a company with 2 centuries of experience, their energy portfolio is only 2 years old, so they still need to grow that via the use of marketing like any business would. Fortunately for my business, they decided to do that via the use of events. They don't want to do telesales, they don't want to do leafleting, they don't want to do residential marketing, they like the face-to-face event approach. So trade shows, exhibitions, shopping centres, superstore contracts. Now, the reason why Shell is working with ourselves though, is not because they're just really excited to gain some new sales in Manchester. It's because of the success that we had with Money Expert. They want us to expand and open up 10 new offices in the next 12 months. And this is where candidates like yourself come in. I'm sure you can imagine working with a company like Shell, the remuneration they're willing to provide us is very competitive, but in turn, their expectation is also a lot higher. We're not just looking for candidates that want to come in and communicate and do sales. We're really looking for those that understand that there's a stepping stone to develop into a much larger position. So as a business, this is where we've created a 5-stage development model working alongside our clients that allows us to take someone inside of 10 to 12 months and cross-train them through every facet of the business. So like we said, when we give them those keys, we and the client know that things are done to the highest of possible standards. So to talk about those 5 stages, initially we're looking to bring someone into an event-based platform. So heading out to trade shows, exhibitions, shopping centres, superstores, experiential setups where they are going to communicate face-to-face with the public on behalf of our brand. Now, all we're really looking for is that individual to show a level of consistency. So in 3 to 4 weeks, provided they can represent the brand to a high standard. Once they've done a video assessment with the campaign and client like Shell, we'll automatically move them into a coaching role. Now they are still going to be at the exhibitions and the events, still interacting with the general public, but for an entirely different reason. Now at these events, their goal is to learn how to teach, how to train, how to really make a positive impact on new staff. So that in 3 to 4 weeks, when we give them a team of 2 to 5, the team that they train are able to engage effectively with the general public. Now for the right candidate, within 3 to 4 months, we'll immediately promote them into what we call a campaign management role, where they are now responsible for larger teams, anything between 10 to 15 individuals. Now of course that means the campaign manager, they can't head out to every event themselves, but they are required to inspire and motivate a team enough so that when we do take them away from their team can still head out and hit targets to a high standard. Once this is done, we'd move them into the administration side. We'd get to learn all the back end of how the business works, the HR, the financials, understanding event strategy and management, strategic planning, how to make a positive impact, public speaking, networking, everything that happens behind the scenes. Now in my experience, when sitting down with candidates, we'd always love to ask them their likes and their dislikes. From what I've explained out of those 4 stages, was there anything they thought that they couldn't do given the training? Anything that surprised them, anything that seemed different to what they thought it was be when they applied? And I can tell you that most people get a little bit nervous about the financial side. The good news is that we have an accountant that does the financials for us. Another position sometimes candidates are a little nervous of is the sales. And if you're anything like myself, when I started in this industry, I had absolutely no sales experience. The idea of interacting with strangers at an exhibition or in a shopping centre was completely alien to me. Fortunately, full training was provided. So the guidance, the support, I realised very early on that the worst I was going to get told was no. And working with a company like Shell, their training is very, very robust, as is ours as a business. And this is the reason why we have a second stage to the interview process. We don't think it's fair to condense everything into a 5 to 10 minute video. We want candidates to come and spend some time with us, to see the actual exhibitions, get a feel for the venues, really understand how it is that we communicate with our customers. Now for select candidates, they will have an opportunity to come into the office and spend time with myself and our other managers where we conduct this interview. For other candidates, we're going to send out a second video explaining in detail the positions that are available, the training at every single level, the pay at every single stage, opportunities to travel. We want to make sure that candidates understand the role that they're applying for. The second stage of the interview is designed for candidates to understand all levels of what we do. Not just the sales in stage 1, but the training, the progression opportunity, the finance at every single stage, not even the first 4 stages, but everything that could lead to stage 5, overseeing their own marketing location on behalf of the company and on behalf of our clients. Now we are looking to run these second interviews as soon as possible. The quicker, like we said at the start, we can get someone in, the faster we can train them up and we can really get started. Now I'm sure you can appreciate that working alongside such a large company like Shell, there are a few T's to cross and a few I's to dot. Now that means we can't get people out there immediately. We do have to put training in place to ensure that once we do have teams out there, not only is our success rate high, but they are fully understood of all terms, all products and everything that Shell represent as a business. as a company, we really are looking to find a high caliber of candidate, a candidate that can match our goals, match our vision, match the high standards that are expected from companies like Shell. Now, these second interviews, we're looking to hold them by a recorded session and some of them face to face. Now, we are looking to run these as soon as possible. Now, for us as a company, we really want to gauge and make sure we have the right candidates apply for the roles. So you should receive a link very shortly, if not already, that will ask you to upload a very quick video to just tell us about yourself. And again, it is a really relaxed video, but it's a great chance for us to know a little bit about yourself, your goals, some of your best qualities, and then we're going to select candidates to spend some time with our management team. We'll enroll them into the second stage of the interview process.